Hello, hello. Hi everyone. My name is Olicat, and this afternoon you will be watching a race for the 80% tournament of Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. So today we have as for competitors TG and Kinnin. Now, I actually once again forgot to check the time for Kinnin, but I do know that TG on emulator sadly got it 29:45. It can't submit that to the leaderboard, but it still shows that he is not one of the greats since he now has the sub 30 thing, which is pretty much the ultimate goal that you want unless you're going over record. As far as killing goes, let me see. I do think he has a great time as well, but I did forget what it was. Let me see. Um Kinnin, where are you? Control F to rescue. Okay, he has a 358, which is still great. So they're less than a minute apart, which is quite nice. So I do think we can expect a pretty close race here this afternoon. And let's hope it's gonna be a fun one as well. But it should be. But you never know, really. So well. Kinnin should be able to ready up pretty soon, so let's hope this will be done shortly. Well, Kinnin just readied up, so we'll be starting the race in a very short time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess my stream has a little delay, but that's fine. Sorry about that. My bad. Okay, well, at least okay, they're both off. Let's go. So the first three that will be coming up in this run is the Wicked Wheel Mix. It's a fourth-frame window where our players will inhale both two enemies with abilities at the same time. They hope to stop the wheel at just the right time, the roulette rather, so I can get the wheel ability, which is the fastest horizontal movement in the game. So both players really want to get it here. It saves 30 seconds on the first stage of the game. Let's see what if Kenny can nail it. Oh, he gets magic, which is right before real, but TG gets it first try. That is gonna be a pretty big advantage for TG. Ooh, but Kenny gets cooked. Yikes. That's a shame for him, but at least he can retry this trick plenty of time until he get it. So it's just a matter of time, but he misses again. What about now? Here we go, fourth try. Okay, at least he got it now. So yeah, there is a plenty of elements in this game that make you able to catch up despite Kinnin may feel like it makes 3 times. But it's a pretty sizable advantage for CTG at the moment. But it's really not over. There is plenty of RNG in this game that can really swing things one way or the other. So let's see if it happens today. It should. Well, there's only one way to find out, and it's by playing the game. Rather, watching the race. Here we go. So we see TG here in during moving like mentioned, which is the first area of the game. Well, first area of the realm. And well, you'll just see him basically just make his way through. So as you can see, Wheel is very powerful in this game. It has a lots of iframe, it deals decent damage, and moves very quickly. It can still jump and turn around. And so again, it is a very powerful ability in this game. And it's pretty much the one we'll use the most when for the entire run. You'll see a couple of other abilities in this one as well. You'll see fire, you'll see UFO, you'll see stone, but for the most part, I sure hope you like that wheel movement because that's what you'll see in this one. So here you saw one of your players inhale those two wallabies while rejecting their ability for a while. That makes so that the final mid-boss dies quicker while still being able to get wheel after he dies. So again, it's just a small optimization to make things go faster. Because wheel does kill kinda quickly some bosses, but it's just not quick enough. So you know, sometimes it's just useful to let it go for something else in order to make things quicker. Speaking of bosses, it's King Golem. And now King Golem is gone. So yeah, very easy boss fight for sure. But that's gonna be it for TG. His first boss is down. Pretty sizable lead. It didn't really change so far, but again, like I said, there is plenty of RNGs to change down the road in this game. So let's see what happens later. Pretty good kill for Kinnin as well. There you go. So yeah, something really interesting about the wheel movement in this game is how if you just quickly turn, you can just break those blocks pretty fast while still going down. It's very tricky. The timing is pretty tricky, but it's also pretty fun to do as well. So again, just one of the many things that makes this game pretty fun to run. Also, very important thing about this game, you saw some runners skip or hit some switches. Basically, those switches allow us to go quicker to some areas whenever we need to get back to, say, a room or two, so we can get quicker access to a whole world, if that makes sense. So it's basically easier for backtracking, so that's why we hit some switches and not others, because we might need those switches or, well, quicker access to moves or even abilities. So yeah. That's why we don't hit every switch or no switch at all. It's just more convenient. So here we see a route differentiation. You can see TG decide to go to Carrot Castle first, while Kinnin decides to instead go to Radish Ruins / Mennonite first. Wait, what was the name? Mennonite is not in this game. But yeah, TG's just gonna go fight Mega Titan first instead. This game has a lot of possible. Ooh, Kinnin just lost wheel here. Oh my, that is. At least it was in the last few rooms that don't really matter overall, but still. Like the few last rooms in cabin in the round to Radish Ruins, at least I don't think it costs you too much time if you don't have wheel, but still sucking it out there. But anyway, like I was about to say, there's a few route divergence in this game, and none of them really have a big time difference. It's just basically just for personal preference, really. If you just prefer to do one boss before another one because it's just more complicated, well, you can. That's what makes this game really fun to speedrun. You can just do all the TG losing wheel here. That is a shame. And he's not on 1 HP. Jesus, I don't care here. But yes, you can just do plenty of you can just do the game in the order you know because it's a Metroidvania game, style game. Also because, well, the game doesn't really punish you for its speedrun wise, so that makes it very customizable, if that makes sense. So here we see TG very close to Mega Titan. He grabs a tomato, so his low health is no longer an issue. And here we see Kinnin fighting Molly with Hammer. Most people choose to use throw here instead because it's technically faster, but it is very RNG dependent. But as you can see, Hammer is much more consistent, but it is slower overall, so it's really just a gamble of whether you prefer Hammer or throw. I prefer throw myself, but Hammer is still fine. You'll still be okay. No wrong if you choose Hammer, just like Kid. TJ did lose wheel, so this means he had to fight Mega Titan with Cutter, which is much slower, but it still works overall. It was still a decent enough backup, so not too bad. Now we see Kinnin going to Reddish Ruins. Meanwhile, TG just grabbed wheel again. So basically this one door gives our players very easy access to wheel for the entire run, which makes it a very vital run door for the rest of the run because you just go back there all the time should you need wheel for next area or just get wheel back should you lose it. It's a nice backup strategy, so yeah. This door is very important for that reason, so you'll see runners going back through there a lot. So yeah, after this after this crystal for one of the players, we'll have a better idea of who's ahead or of who. So look forward to that. The movement in Branish can be very tricky in that room. Kinnin does do it pretty well so far, so it's quite nice. Speaking of Radish, here's TG coming to Radish ruins as well. Let's see how well it fares. I do want to say that Carrot Castle is a little longer section than Cabbage Cavern, but Cicada is farther into Radish Ruins, so I think the lead will be somewhat not so big anymore, possibly. But we'll see once we get there. There's no rush, really. I probably should have been commentary, but I just can't help it, man. This soundtrack is unbelievable. This game looks and sounds great, really. It is, well, both Kirby games sound really pretty good, but this one sounds even better than that game, if you ask me. So, really, it's just a joy to just watch for this reason, but also because of the fact that it's very nice. But yes, Kinnin is now fighting Meta Knight. Meta Knight is a very RNG boss. Basically, it can just randomly block or attack you whenever he chooses to, so it's very tricky to just nail him and deal with him quickly, so it's really dependent on RNG, but as you can see, Ken didn't do too bad, so that was a nice fight for him. Let's see if TG has such luck. Well, we'll know pretty shortly, but for now, let's just enjoy the soft reset. Hey, let's talk about some soft resets. So basically, after most bosses are defeated in this game, your players will, instead of watching the adorable Kirby dance, they'll just soft reset the game instead, which means that basically we skip the Kirby dance, but since the Kirby dance is so slow and mission starts, it's pretty fast in this game. It overall saves us time over just watching the Kirby dance, except for the Carrot Castle segment for pretty complicated reasons. But yeah, most of the time you just see our players soft reset the game so I can just go to the next level faster, even if it means keeping out of that cuteness. Oh, can TG get his ability? Okay, yes he can. That was pretty bumpiness here. Considering what happened, it wasn't too bad of a fight. TG backed it up pretty well, so good job. So that's also the main reason why people prefer to use a Japanese version for this game, because basically on the top screen, when you mash start, you have to wait a little for a small animation in the American version, but the Japanese version, that animation is just not there. So if you don't want to click the Japanese version because the soft resets are just that much quicker. So yeah, that is the one and the only reason why you'll pick the Japanese version over the American. So yeah, it's like I believe it's 7 seconds overall, which is not the kind of word really, but it is still a pretty nice and pretty safe time save. So yeah, Korea, we will TG will gladly show us how the true fight against Molly looks like. Now let's hope he gets some good RNG here, because like I said, Tro is very dependent on RNG, but if the RNG is right, it is faster. 5, 6, 7. There we go. That was some good RNG. Not perfect, but pretty good. So yeah, that was. I do believe. No wait, no. Kinnin did Molly with a hammer. Never mind. But yes, that was pretty nice from TG. As you can see, TG is slightly ahead right now. I'd say he has about a 25-second lead because Kinnin is about to defeat Mega Titan, but he's not done yet. So, and meanwhile, TG is just making his way through Olive. Now, Olive Ocean is interesting because it's the only segment where we have underwater segments, but also it has also a very tricky trick. Nice. Coming up. So basically, I'll just explain it when we get there, but we'll look forward to that. You all will just see some underwater movement. And TG activates the switch. So this switch is optional. Basically, some players will activate it, others won't. It all depends on one thing. Some players like to do the mustard modded segment with missile, and some just don't like it. I'm one of them, basically. But point is, it just depends on how you do the mustard modded segment. If you like to do it with missile, which is very hard to control, but overall faster, well, you just open the switch. But if you don't, you'll just gloss over it and not really care. It's really a personal preference and how comfortable you are with the style overall. So, well, it's up to you. But yes, now TG is just swimming around and having fun, chill time in Olive Ocean while he's about to approach Boxy and Mini Boss. Let's see how he handles it. Kinnin not too far behind. TG does have a lead, especially with like good Boxy lines. But Kinnin is not done for. Okay, so here's the UFO mix. Can TG get it? Oh, he gets through. So yeah, basically, it's technically an 8-frame trick because players can either get UFO or fire, and they'll still be able to break a bomb block that will make them be able to go faster through a room that's coming up very shortly for TG. So yeah, they can get either UFO and fire, and it's gonna work just fine. So that's why it's a 8-frame trick instead of 4. But it's still pretty difficult because of the setup. It is very tricky. But it is absolutely worth it. It saves a good, I want to say 20 seconds out of the room. TG. Hello? Okay, here we go. That was some bad hitboxes. But yeah, that's why we would like to use fire or UFO in this part. And we just ditch it right after because, well, UFO is slower on the water and fire just doesn't work at all, so you might as well just get rid of it. So yeah, I did not catch what Kinnin got, but I assume he got it on his first attempt. I think he got it in his third attempt. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty safe time game for Kinnin. So like I said, just because he failed wheel mix does not mean he's done for. Buddies are just swimming around. I believe they are, yes, they are in the same room. So I'll just assume Kinnin got the UFO mix first try and just nailed it like a champ. So yes, they're pretty close together now. TG does have some sort of lead, but it is not nearly as big as before. So I guess it will all depend on how they go Gobbler. So yes, as you can see for Gobbler, they'll just gonna use his stone ability and try to not lose it in the upcoming rooms. Because basically, stone is OP. Well, not OP, because it's slow, but like, it is a very strong ability. It deals an insane amount of damage. Basically, it deals as much damage as a star projectile. and you can just use it multiple times over and over again. So yes, it is very strong for bosses. So that's why you saw it on Kinnin11, and that's why you'll see it on Goblet coming up. And basically, if you just position yourself just right, you can just kill Gobbler on one cycle. But that is a very difficult and prone to RNG, so let's see what happens. Can TG get it? Not quite, he moved a little too quickly. Ooh, but misses the backup as well. Okay, it does do a pretty neat constant backup, I suppose. But yes, that was still well done, though not if once like, oh, Kinnin. I believe I missed Kinnin losing break stone here, so we just gotta deal with sword instead. Sword's the backup because you can just use it on the water and use young here. It's still slower, but it's still okay. As you can see, it does deal. It does. Kinnin dies. That is horrible. Oh no. I don't think I ever saw someone die in the lobby before, but that is unfortunate. This is really why you really want to use stone against Goblin. So yeah, that's a shame for Kinnin. That's a shame because it did mess some time up against TG because of UFO mix, but like I said, it is not over. Anyway, here we can see TG activating both switch in Permanent Palace because, well, basically you'll need to go back to. I don't think I need to explain it. You need those switches go back to Permanent Palace. But here's the thing: he's not gonna do the Peppermint Palace segment just yet, because it will just do Candy Constellation first. Why do we do Candy Constellation first? Well, basically because this segment has just insanely difficult movement. And because this area has lots of bottomless pits, well, when you lose well, you pretty much cannot get it back. So, yeah, we just like to do it first to get it out of the way because it's a very annoying segment. So yes, enter Candy Constellation. It does have great music, but boy oh boy, is it a difficult one. Let's see how TG handles it. Kevin does decide to do Peppermint first though, interesting. It's not a bad choice, but still rather odd, but we'll see. So far so good for TG, but the harder moves are coming up, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Meanwhile, Kid doing some pretty sick movement in Permanent Palace. But movement just looks sick, you know who it is really. Still, I'm gonna point it out, ooh, does miss the jump here. That's a shame. Meanwhile, TG makes it just fine out of that move. Here comes a maze. Can you not lose wheel? This is a very tricky move to not lose wheel in, so let's see. So far so good? Okay. Alright, that was okay. He went through one of the harder moves, so good job for down that. Seriously, can't fight Wiz. Wiz is very prone to range as well. His patterns can be very cumbersome. But that's why we use Parasol, because basically Parasol has an hitbox even if you're not attacking with a white button. So basically you can just stand right beside Wiz and you will just die. It's hilarious, honestly. So that's why you use Parasol, because it's just that easy. And pretty funny to watch as well. And as I say that, Kinnin is done with Wiz. And I forgot to check Goblin as well. I am backtracking. My apologies. I suppose. Oh, he goes for one. I guess there's those kinds of constellation last. Pretty strange choice, but I guess it works. Again, like I said, it doesn't really lose time, so it's not the end of the world. Why not TG pick here again? The next one which is right there, so very strange choice, but okay. It happens. Ooh, Kenny managed to destroy Mara. Awesome. So basically this Mara has some very strange properties that I myself don't really understand. Basically, it is very hard to kill that Mara without him hiding away. And basically when he hides away, you have to start to get access to that door back. So basically, because basically Mara is just guarding doors. So yeah, you just gotta do some very tricky movement in order to kill him while not scaring him away. It's very complicated stuff. Kane does nail it first try, and I'm very glad he did. Meanwhile, TG chooses to use Missile and Kenny. Pretty common strat, but Missile controls horribly, so it's always very scary to watch it happen. Well, let's see how he does with those non-Smash Bros. Characters. Do you guys recognize them from somewhere? They do sound familiar to me. They can't be from Smash, right? Right? I am sorry for my quote-unquote humor. Pretty decent fight for TG overall, so props to him for that. He just got past the worst segment of the game without too much trouble, so kudos to him. So like I planned, because he activated the Ollie switch, he's just gonna do bust about it with Missile. Which is, wow, he has guts for that. I just can't, like, he did that like for so many runs. That's basically his normal strat now, but every time I'm just like, gosh, you have guts for this. Because Missile is just that difficult to control, really. So yeah, I'm just always impressed. But as you can see, even amazing players like TG and Kinnin11, they just can struggle with wheel. So yeah, again, Kinnin making mistakes here. And I do believe Kinnin got done with Krakow while I wasn't looking. Good job. And now he will do his Wiz segment. I also forgot to check Wiz as well for TG. I don't know if no. I actually forgot if TG got done with Wiz or not. I don't think so actually. Not bad. I'm a horrible tracker. My apologies. Though it is pretty hard to commentate and track at the same time. Don't do this at home, kids. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Kinnin now slowly making his way through Kenny Constellation. Let's hope it doesn't lose wheel just like with TG. So, oh, TG gets to the Kenny here. So basically, when you kill Shadow Kirby, you can either get a Max Tomato, a 1-up, or a Candy. And in this one, you really want to get a Candy because it murders that mini boss. So if you get something else, it's no big deal. Because you can just kill the mini boss with stone. It's just gonna work fine anyway. But it's still, it's a neat small tight thing that happens, but not the end of the world. Still. Nice fight from TG. Well done. And so far, Kinnin is fine into getting Constellation, but like I said, the harder runes are coming up, so let's hope he gets it right. So far, so good. Okay, on wheels at the right time. Now we see TG going wheel for the last time. And we'll just do is very quick Wiz segment. Forgot to check Krakow as well. So as you can see, our runners are close, but since the Kenny Constellation segment is very quick, the Peppermint segment is very short. I do believe TG was still at the lead, but Kinnin is still putting up a fight, so shoutouts to him for that. Shoutouts to Kinnin, and just both runners really. You're making us having a fun watch, I hope. Well, if I'm not too cringy, that is. I do hope I am not a bad commentator for you guys. But if I am, well, sorry. I'm trying my best. But I guess the best I can is not good enough. Anyway, now we see TG coming up to Wiz. He is closer than Kinnin is to mastering Crazy Hair. So yes, like I said, oh, no, don't, okay. TG did try to get the infamous Hyper mix, because yes, you can get Hyper in this room, but it's a very tricky mix to set up and get, because again, it is a 4-frame window. So if you mess it up, it's going to cost you a lot. TG did try to get a setup, but failed the setup, so it at least didn't cost him too much time, but still. It is still a very risky strat to go through, because it's a free time loss if you miss it. And the difference against Wiz is not that big either. I mean, it's nice, but it's not necessary. Personal does the job okay enough. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it deals damage. And that's really what you want. But regardless, Wiz is done, and as you can see, TG completes his mirror first, and we will now fight the final bosses of this game. So basically, now what he's gonna do is the cutscene scheme. So basically, oh, I almost forgot. So basically, soft reset at this admittedly pretty badass cutscene. And he will just, then he will soft reset, grab stone, call his friends, so they don't bother during the fight. And when he enters that room back, he won't be able to just skip the cutscene just like that. With an ability, and without the other Kirby's, even though he soft reset it before doing all that setup. So yeah, it saves a few seconds, it's not a big time save, but it is very convenient to not have the Kirby's bother you. So yes. And meanwhile, while I just did all that chatter, Kinnin completed his mirror, little than a minute behind. But don't let that minute fool you. So this is Dark Mine. The strat here is to make a double star and kill him with that double star. But anyway, don't let that minute fool you because Dark Mine is a very tough final boss and very RNG. You can easily lose one to him if he does not give you good patterns. So do watch out for that. So this is Dark Mine. The strat here is to make a double star and kill him. I'm sure this does not sound familiar. Now we see the last sexy underwater movement of the game for TG. Ooh, nice damage boost. I never saw that before actually. That was really cool to watch. So this is Dark Mine. The strat here is to make a double star. Or not. You can just laugh that happen. Okay, at least he got the shot. That's what matters. But wow, that was a terrible pattern. Poor TG. But hey, it does give Kid more time to catch up. And Dark Mine is kind to him, so gotta be hard for that at least. Gotta have a race going, guys. Ooh, TG does slip up here. Okay. And Hospital. So, this is Dark Mine. The strat here is to make a double star, but here's the thing, when you shoot a double star this time, it does not kill him. So here what we're gonna do. Basically our players are gonna wait for a green star. Why a green star? Because green stars give you a guaranteed mix. And what that does, what they'll do after that, they'll just try to get the UFO from that green star. And that will make them able to not only finish that phase quickly, but also to finish the next phase quickly as well. So it's really an absolute win. Oh man, TG missing the inhale on that green star. That is a shame. Also not a great pattern either. Oh, he does decide to buffer that. Ooh, misses UFO completely. Kinnin might have a chance to catch up. That is a pretty bad Dynamite for TG here. Oh my. He's not getting any other green stars so far. Oh my. Ooh, Dynamite, please stop. This is not funny. Please stop. Okay, here's a green star. He gets UFO. Okay, we in there. But it's a big time gain for Kinnin if he gets a good Dark Mine 4. Which, by the way, you do need a double star still. Ooh, that is not a great pattern, but he does get it earlier than TG. So let's see if he can get a green star again, because he did fail that mix. So with Dark Mine 5 for TG's side, you just shoot him until he dies, really. The one strat you can do is, you can shoot his eye, but his eye has iframes. However, if you shoot the mirrors as well, you don't have iframes, you can just shoot one at the same time to deal maximum damage. And as you can see, wow, that was a beautiful Dark Mine fight for TG. So yeah, after that you just call your other Kirby's so that you can finish the last phase quicker. So here it is, the last fight of this run for TG. We are looking at a high 31, which is a great race time. So let's get hyped for that. Meanwhile, Kinnin trying to catch up, but I do think now it is over. That Dark Mine 5 is not bad, but I don't think it's gonna be quick enough at this point. TG just had too big of a lead. since he caught the other Kirby's. If he does die here, he'll be able to pick it back up and not lose his progress here. But I don't think he should die now. He got this in the bag. And here it is! TG is now done with a timer of 31:43 and an official SRL time of 31:45. As Kinnin does forget to call his other Kirby, so he better not die against this fight. Let's hope he doesn't. It's not a hard fight, but it can catch you off guard, and if you do die, it's just annoying to do it again, so let's just hope he got everything under control. Okay, so far so good at least. And here we go, with a timer time of 32:14. Kinnin does lose the race, but it was still a very good time for him. That was a good comeback. He did try very well, and I guess the bad time for TG either. So yes, very good race, and I do think we have time for some interview. Who's there?
Hey, it's me!
TG.
It's hey, I'm TG.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that close. I wasn't watching the race stream at all. I wasn't paying attention to anything but my own run, and I was so worried about the DM4. That was not great.
Oh,
And I'm just going into the shooter section after a really, really good DM5, might I say. And I'm like, Kinnin hasn't split yet. Kinnin hasn't split yet. Kinnin hasn't split yet. Mash the button. Come on! And then, oh my goodness. I finished it. This guy comes in 30 seconds later. Oh my goodness. How? Okay, I can't wait for him to come in and do this interview. I want to know how close this race was.
Well, if he does want to do an interview, but man, that was hype at the end. Like, wow. I just felt so bad for you.
Oh, don't feel bad for me. I won. It's all in the past now, baby. Carrot Castle, what happened? I don't know. I blacked out. All of a sudden, I was at Dark Mind and I won. Okay, that's all that matters. We don't need to talk about me losing the wheel. We don't need to talk about... No one has ever lost wheel there, by the way, in their lives. Like, I dare you to scour through the archives of someone who's on any run of this. I don't think anyone has lost wheel there.
Hi.
But yeah, I was happy with a lot of...
Count?
But yeah, my Meta Knight fight also didn't count. I don't know what happened there. I blacked out. All of a sudden I was fighting Molly. Yeah. I golded a bunch of splits actually. My All of Ocean was actually really good. So
I mean, it did feel good to me when I decided, but I had no idea.
never mind, scratch that. I got third try UFO mix. I don't know what I'm saying. It was really good. Never mind. Bad. Yeah, I don't even know what happened in All of Ocean. That was a black segment too. I'm just like, what? Oh my goodness. Am I playing Kirby right now? Am I... You know how when demonic beings steal years from your life and then you just wake up one morning and you just feel really old? I think that's what this race was.
I mean, yes, that's a big time save Kinnin got over you. But then, Kinnin did die against Gobbler.
Did what? Oh, he died against Gobbler? Oh no! So he had to get sword, I assume?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
So he had to do sword Gobbler then?
Yup. He
Oh!
lost, yeah, actually.
I don't know
Kinnin
which
was
is worse.
so unfortunate that he not only lost Stone, but then he had to pick up sword, but he still died. So he had to basically do Gobbler with sword twice.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty painful to watch. And that was on the segment when he caught up to you because he just made up a lot of he just basically had how can I say? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to multitask.
Like was just cleaner movement.
Yeah, he did not only clean movement, but he got the wheel. He got the mix first try as well. So that
Okay.
that was awkward. Yeah, speaking of Kinnin, hi. What is up? GG's. Hey, GG to you as well, TG.
Hi.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for not saying wishing GG to you either. Hi, Kinnin.
Yeah, this run I think was awful for both of us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say awful, but
I mean, like the problem is that like getting fourth try wheel mix at the very start is already like that already affects your mental, and it was just like it's the one thing that I've basically been getting first try all day. Like every single time I went for that mix, I got it first try.
You
Except
think
for
that?
one.
You think that feels bad? I didn't get gate skip.
Oh god.
That was my start. I got wheel mix first try though, so I probably caught up.
Yeah.
I mean,
God.
I guess you guys balancing the mixes, like you got wheel mix first try, but you did get the UFO mix first try, while TG, well, it did get a wheel mix like first attempt.
Okay, so I was too early. I got throws mad. Then I was like, all right, I gotta calm down. This race is really stressful. Just take my time. Then I got spark because I went too slow.
Oh lord. At that point, you should just like go for sword skip.
No.
Sword skip is
No.
lame.
No. Kinnin,
Yes.
get out of this channel.
Yeah.
Don't go for sword skip. I got fire and I did that after jumping in and out of the water 5 times because apparently I can't press B.
But yeah. About like my gobbler, by the way, the reason why I had to go for sword at in the first place is I did a down input on the room with all the like the spouty boys, and
The glugs.
yeah, the glugs. I did a down input. That is literally the only reason I lost stone. I did a down input.
Oh my god.
And I just
honestly-
like I got hit and I was like, yep. Here we are.
Hey, Kinnin, did you have the race stream open, or were you in your own, like, were you just focusing on the match?
After first try wheel, I just instantly closed it. It's just like, yeah, no. And then
Okay. Did you know what happened to me in my first Carrot Castle split?
I have an idea.
I lost wheel in the Gordo room.
Yup, you did.
In the long Gordo room, I lost wheel. So I had to do Meta Knight with Cutter. That was rough. So I lost out on the time save of keeping wheel. I had to soft reset the cutscene, grab wheel, and then do Meta Knight. So this unique route I was doing didn't save any time.
That is painful.
Oh yeah. I even renamed my Mega Titan split Don't Soft Reset, because in practice I basically soft reset every time. I guess I didn't even worry about that.
That's what I used to do as well out of habit, so I can't blame you. So it's okay, but it's a good idea to just name your splits where you as such things. So.
But yeah, pre Olive Ocean though, I got the first try. Gobbler wheel mix setup. That whole split was really clean. That felt really good because that was what I was practicing the most because I was getting less consistent
Yeah,
at
I
that.
saw you practice right before the race, and I was like, he's actually never gonna get it. But then you did get it.
Well, it was flawed. It was like the one thing I did right this stream.
Oh, I do think someone joined.
Oh,
see,
my
so
Mustard
maybe
Mountain was
but
awful.
yes.
But
My
by
Mustard
the
Mountain.
way,
Let's not talk about Mustard Mountain.
you
I
had-
lost 50 seconds on that.
You
Oh,
did get
boy.
Krakow. You did get a good Krakow fight at least, but still.
Yeah, that's fine, but alright. I assume during the commentary you talked about how I got Olive Switch, right? And
Yes.
how I did Krakow with Missile.
I
Ladies and
did.
gentlemen, what you just saw right there is an example of why runners don't get Missile in their runs. So,
I am.
it's not even faster. Even if you get perfect movement, it's not even faster.
I thought it was faster.
Yeah.
I thought it was much faster, really.
I also
About
thought it was
equal. At the
Are you
very, at the
kidding
very
me? Okay, interesting.
I know World Record doesn't go for it.
Well, yeah, but...
When Swordsman doesn't go for it, you know it's not worth it, okay?
Yeah. Swordsman Kirby's missile movement is actually ridiculous. I've seen him do Mustard Mountain with missile. If he doesn't do it, there's a good reason for it.
Hmm.
And by the way, my candy constellation was a 5-second gold.
Oh, let's
Wow.
go!
I had
That
the
is-
craziest, like, just normal Master Hand fight, and then my Master Hand Crazy Hand fight was just like, you know what? We're gonna give you perfect luck.
I lost 7 seconds on my candy split, so...
Oh, perfectly balanced as always.
Yeah, this run was basically I just did something, did a mistake, and then it's just more red. The only split I saved time on PB in this was Molly, and that was it.
But
Yeah.
hey, it's better than none. But yeah, I'd love to talk about this like forever, but I do think we have some other things coming up. I don't have the schedule on me, and I'm too lazy to actually click on it, but I do know that one of the staff members does want to do some tests, so I just like to, you know, cut this a little short, safely.
Okay, sounds
Not to
good.
be a jerk, but you know, I just.
That's fine.
But
Great race,
yes.
Kinnin. I can't wait to watch the VOD. I didn't know it
Oh
would be
yeah.
this close.
No, me
It was a
neither.
fun watch. It's always a fun watch, but still, you should watch it. You both should just watch it just to hear how terrible my voice sounds first, but also because, well, I mean, it's fun to watch just all that fun movement, really. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for us. I'm sure there's gonna be some great randomizer content later tonight. I don't know the details, but let's be honest, that's what always happens on Speed
I
Gaming. But
have the speed
it's fun.
gaming thing bookmarked, so I can do some.
Oh yeah, sure, just do it.
Yeah,
Do
let's
it.
see here. Speedgaming.org/schedule coming up. Well, there's not a whole lot going on today, actually. On Speed Gaming
Oh.
2, there's the Link to the Past randomizer daily race. Yeah, that's about it. At 10 p.m. Eastern, we have the continuation of the Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer. But
Oh,
pretty light day here on the Speed Gaming universe.
surprisingly, okay. Well, alright. I mean, you can always go somewhere else on Twitch. I mean, the randomizer race must be a great watch as always. So, you guys should look forward to that. So yes. So yeah, regardless, I want to say thank you to SpeedGaming for hosting us as always. I mean, it probably sounds redundant in this one, but god damn it, we gotta say thank you, right? But yes, thank you to all of you in the chat for just being here this afternoon for watching this Kirby race. Thank you, GG's to both you, TG and Kinnin, for
Thank you, Kat.
giving us a great show. You're welcome. Thank you. But yes, thank you to you both, and I will see you all next time. Have a good afternoon and take care. See you next time.